Good evening, everybody. Welcome, everybody, to the show. It's Tuesday, it's 7-ish, so I think that must mean it's time to welcome you all to Sentinels Live. Thank you for joining us around the digital tabletop while we play... What game, John?
NHL.
Sentinels of Earth Prime. What? No,
NHL
not...
2018.
As we play MLB The Show. What's up, folks? Yeah, that's right. It's Sentinels Live time. We have to specify that really carefully because we are not the only show on this channel anymore. That's right. If you guys haven't been around all week, check out our YouTube channel for the rebroadcasts of the two new shows, Dolphins Dive and Tales from the Archive. Those broadcast live Thursdays and Saturdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, respectively. And of course, the big news this week is the Sentinels of Earth Prime Kickstarter.
Cool.
What? Yes, it's a whole new, brand new game that plays just like the Sentinels that you know and love, but it's in a whole new IP. The Mutants and Masterminds world as created by Green Ronin.
You got that right the first time.
I know. I've been
ever written down somewhere?
I've been practicing. For some reason, I kept wanting to say mice and mystics every time we were having a conversation about mutants.
I mean, that is a thing. That's also good.
I thought that was a thing, and so like it was the M&Ms were messing me up. So,
Probably the mice and mystics of the multiverse.
Mice and mystics of the multiverse. Actually, yeah. Let me find the link to that so I can send everybody over there. So this is the Kickstarter that we're talking
hopefully
about.
They did take my advice and get sentinelsofearthprime.com. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, that is a new Kickstarter. Like I said, it's going to be basically the exact same amount of content as the core game of Sentinels of the Multiverse. So you've got 10 heroes, 4 villains, 4 environments. It will be fully cross-compatible. Yeah, so as someone's asking, it will be fully cross-compatible. You'll be able to mix and match your decks between Sentinels and... I can't just say Sentinels anymore. Between Sentinels of the Multiverse and Sentinels of Earth Prime. And yes, there is a $400,000 stretch goal on that campaign, which will guarantee the creation of Sentinels of Earth Prime Digital. Now, there's been some questions in the chat already about if they don't make the stretch goal, what does that mean? And the answer is actually almost exactly the same as it was back when we were kickstarting Season 2 nigh on a year ago. And that is basically, we want to make this thing. Wanting to make it is not enough. We need to know that there is a marketable, path for it as a product. If we get to the $400,000 stretch goal, then that is a done deal. Like that, we consider that to be a good enough reason to go ahead and just get this done. If we don't make it to the $400,000 stretch goal, that does not necessarily mean that it lights out, game over, we're done. It just means that it's not guaranteed, and we will have to find another path to potentially do it, which was the same thing with Season 2. It's what we said through the whole Kickstarter. Like, if this doesn't succeed, does that mean Season 2 is done? It does not. It just means that it's going to be a harder road. It might be a slower road. It might take us longer to get to it, if we get to it at all, but that is the thing.
As Lou Dolphin says, what? Programming isn't free?
Are you serious? Yeah, and Evil Dice Monkey says, how do you know that there is a market for Bottom of the Ninth? Well, because we've done our research. That's the best I can say about that. Actually, we are going to be putting out a poll probably this week to get some more information about Bottom of the Ninth. Honestly, I'm willing to go a little bit inside baseball on this. No pun intended. And that is that... basically, we chose Bottom of the Ninth based on the sales velocity of the tabletop game and how it compared to the sales velocity of Sentinels of the Multiverse. And then we've sort of balanced that against the potential budget for Bottom of the Ninth as compared to the budget for Sentinels of the Multiverse. So, we did some sort of complicated internal math to sort of look at, all right, how many copies sold, how fast are they selling, what's it going to cost us to actually make the game, how do those two numbers sort of like bounce off each other, and do we think that we'll make back our money pretty quickly? And that was how we sort of came to that decision.
Yeah. And there are a lot of people who like baseball.
Yes.
A lot of people like baseball. It is a much, much bigger market than comic book readers.
Exactly.
And gamers. So
Yeah, in fact, when we were at PAX when we were at PAX East, we basically got 3 kinds of people that stopped to look at the bottom of the 9th trailer. The first were people who were coming by the booth because they already either play Sentinels or know Sentinels or have heard of Sentinels, and they were like, oh, hey, this is the next thing that's coming? Awesome, I can't wait to play it. Then there were people who had played bottom of the 9th on the tabletop and were like, oh, cool, I played this on the tabletop, I can't wait to play it as an app. The third category of people were people who walked by and heard, take me out to the ball game, and they stopped and they went, oh, a baseball game? What is this? And then I said, well, it's a strategic card and dice based baseball simulation game, kind of. And they all went, that sounds awesome. Like, I don't know if you guys know about things like, oh, what was it, something Dice-O-Matic or Stratomatic. I want to say that was the thing. This was a sort of strategic baseball sort of tabletop sim, paper and pen and paper, that has existed since like the 70s. We got a bunch of people that came up like, oh man, that sounds like Stratomatic. So yes, I think we're confident the bottom of the 9th is going to be sweet. It is a great, super fun tabletop game, and we're doing everything we can to capture the essence of the game in the same way that we tried to capture the essence of Sentinels and Multiverse. So.
Yeah, and you don't it's obviously baseball themed, but it's still a really good game.
Yeah.
Like, the mechanics of the game are still really interesting, whether or not you know baseball. So.
Indeed. All right, so I went a little bit far afield, but let's get back to this. As you all know, the goal of these streams is to have some fun while showing you how to play the game, as well as covering strategies that can help you win. But we don't cover strategies nearly as deeply as the show on Thursday night, so you should check that out. Handelabra does believe in civil rights for everyone and in being as inclusive as possible, so any comments or activity that actively work against that goal are simply not welcome and will not be tolerated. If you enjoy the show, please do like, share, follow, and subscribe. I'm saying those things very enunciating them because I feel like a lot of people don't do that, but you should, because that's how we keep the show going and that's how Sentinels is going to grow. And of course, check out the other shows on the channel. I've already mentioned them once, but Dolphins Dive is Thursdays at 7, Tales from the Archive Saturdays at 7. Both those times are Eastern. I'm Jeremy. You can follow me at Mr. J Handel. Joining me as always is John, who you can follow at Migrant P. And you can also follow the company at Handelabra, Handelabra, at Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, etc., etc. As we are the developers, you can also be sure to get some insight into the process and maybe see some stuff for anyone else. The game does include a tutorial that covers the basics, but we always do our best to explain what we're doing, when we do it, and why. And depending on how long it takes for us to win or lose, we typically play 2 or more games in every 2-hour episode. Sentinels of the Multiverse is currently available for iOS, Android, as well as PC, Mac, and Linux via Steam, and always in good old analog cardboard and ink. Check out sentinelsdigital.com for more info, as well as to download and try the demo absolutely free. That's right, you can play Sentinels for free to see if you like it. All right, so what are we doing tonight, John? We didn't even talk about this yet.
Playing Sentinels?
Playing Sentinels. What are we thinking?
We didn't talk about it.
I
don't know.
Should have. Sentinels Discord server also has somebody who's going to try and make regular Friday night Sentinel stream. Oh, yes, was that? I think we followed that channel. There was a new, it was a new channel who was like, hey, I'm going to be playing Sentinels on Friday nights. We followed him, and he sent us a message. Yeah, anything we can do to support the streaming community, we are happy to do, because obviously, the more people talking about and playing this game, Hearthstone has people playing this game live online pretty much 24 hours a day. If we can do that, that would be great. So get on it, folks. Counting on you.
I've definitely seen a lot more streams popping up over the last few weeks. So keep it going.
Yeah, a couple YouTube channels, a couple of Twitch channels, good stuff.
So we don't have anything new this week ready,
unfortunately.
But we can show more of, say, the Fantastical Festival.
Yeah.
How about Kaargra Warfang in the Fantastical Festival?
I like that idea.
That sounds crazy.
Boom. All right, so we got Kaargra Warfang. It looks like I ended up with Captain Cosmic, and I'm going to scroll. I'm going to close my eyes and scroll and pick. What did I get? The Wraith. I got no problem with the Wraith. Let's see. Maybe I'll play Price of Freedom Wraith. Just for funs. Just for funsies. All right, so we got Kaargra Warfang, Captain Cosmic, Skyscraper, Wraith, Mr. Fixer in the Fantastical Festival of Curiosities and Conundrums. Do you want to play Advanced or Challenge or anything like that? I don't know which of these we've done.
Oof. Regular.
Regular? All right, we'll play regular. Maybe we'll delve into something a little bit more difficult next time.
Second game.
For game 2, as it were. All right, hang on. I got to get comfortable for this one. All right, so as everybody knows, playing against Kaargra Warfang is a little bit different than playing against other villains. You're not trying to knock her out. What you are doing is actually fighting for the favor of the crowd. So we will do that. Oh, sorry, folks. I had set up my iTunes to play the right song, and it just steadfastly
I mean, we do have the crowd, so you don't necessarily have to put... We could just have max crowd.
Yeah, no, I had this all set up, and for some reason it just screwed it up.
Well, while you're looking at that, there was a question from Warehog2000. Do you guys know when we'll be getting more variants for the app? You should watch out for more variants to come with Villains of the Multiverse.
Yes. Yeah, basically our goal now is to have at least one variant with every major release. Now, that does not mean every release. There certainly are releases that come out that are, sort of smaller.
Sudden loud noises, everyone is saying.
Yeah, sorry, that was the weird music thing that I had not done properly. It should be proper now. You should start hearing Time Cataclysm happening in the background. But before we do that, come and fight for my pleasure. Are you worthy combatants? Find out for glory. Your evil-doing ways are numbered, no matter how dangerous you are. Have at them, allies. Yes, I apologize for the sudden loud noises once again. All right, Captain Cosmic opens up with an energy bracer, 2 sustains influence, and a wounding buffer. Skyscraper has got Compulsion Canister, Linking Incursion, Tectonic Chokeslam, Thorathian Monolith. The Wraith, Price of Freedom, has got Inventory Barrage, Mega Computer, Throat Jab, and Trust Fund. And Mr. Fixer, whose song you got to hear if you came to the listening party last week, has got Bloody Knuckles, Driving Mantis, Dual Crowbars, and a Hoist Chain. All right. And I think the only variant we're playing right now is Wraith, Price of Freedom, and she has got her new power is deals up to 2 targets, 1 melee damage each. All right. Let's see what Kaargra. What's wrong with my mic? Uh-oh.
Jeremy, your mic.
Janet Rose says there's
maybe
something wrong with my mic.
Shined into the camera and blinded them.
Is something wrong with my mic? Testing. Maybe I bumped it or something.
Oh yeah, she's in the bumper cars. That's a new thing that isn't in the cards, but we put it in it. Jennifer put in the bumper cars.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, sorry about that, folks. I'll try not to scream into my mic. All right, Provocateur Tarnus comes out, my least favorite, probably, of the people's. Chaos Lord. So I know that, again, most of us are regulars. I see all the regulars talking in there, but I do want to cover some things about Kaargra for anybody who's new to the stream.
Kaargra's one of the more complicated villains.
She is one of the more complicated villains. So basically, you'll notice that Kaargra does not have any HP right now, and that's because she is not a target. She's just sitting up in her chair sort of watching as things happen. Her gladiators are going to do the work for her, but there's also this issue of the title deck here. Bloodsworn Coliseum. Title cards here basically get applied to targets whenever they fulfill certain, what's the word I'm looking for? Conditions. So this one's Chaos Lord. When a player plays 3 cards in one turn, put this card under that player's hero character card, covering everything above this line, and then they get this thing here. The first time the target is dealt damage each turn, play the bottom card of their deck. There's a reason why Tachyon's on this, and that's because she is a typical hero who will play more than 1 card in a turn. That's the only title that appears to be out right now. And of course, Provocateur Tarnus, the first time a villain target other than this card would be dealt damage each turn, redirect that damage to this card. So we got to deal with Tarnus before we can really have a clear shot at everybody else. So let's get into it. Captain Cosmic, I suppose I could either Energy Bracer or Wounding Buffer. I think Sustained Influence is going to be wasted right now.
Oh, the letters page talked about Tachyon in the arena.
Oh, did they? Yes, that's right. It was Tachyon tonight. I usually listen to it in the train on the way home from the stream. But yeah, Tachyon was the letters page this week.
You can listen to it in like 5 seconds.
I know, exactly. Just play it on like 1,000,000 times speed. All right, so who could benefit the most from an Energy Bracer or potentially a Wounding Buffer?
Skyscraper is going to be getting the Linking Incursion, by the way.
Yeah?
Because, getting the title, because I have Linking Incursion, so I can play
okay.
lots of cards. Energy Bracer is really good to have on Skyscraper because
yeah, I was gonna say if she threw at the monoliths or
yeah, it adds on to the monolith. So
yep.
so it's it might get killed before
yeah.
before then.
Let's see what I did here. Ooh, dynamic siphon.
Wherever you put it next to, we'll get to use a power immediately.
Yeah.
So probably Skyscraper.
Yep, I'm fine with that.
Draw 2 cards is pretty good at this time.
Come on, please.
And they get a favor for that, but oh well.
Well, you got 2 monoliths now.
Cool. Yeah, I'll go tiny, and then I'll switch to monolith, and then they just won't be able to hit us. And if they do, I get to play cards. 1 card play. The Debilitator.
So Taki Dash says, I swear the more I listen to the letters page, the more I appreciate the small things on the cards and the history behind them. And that is so true. Like, even us, you know, like we have access to everything that exists in written form about Sentinels of the Multiverse, but even that is nowhere near what they're dumping in the letters page. And I think I said it on the stream last week or 2 weeks ago. Like, one of my sort of geek confessions is that I much prefer sort of like reading the Wikipedia page about a big sprawling mythology rather than the source material. If these were actually comic books, I probably would not read them. But being able to listen to a podcast where they just tell me what happens is like heaven. I love it.
Turnus hits himself a couple times because of the redirect. Who would be interested in a microassembler? Mr. Fixer has equipment. Actually, Mr. Fixer has an awesome hand. Driving Mantis and dual crowbars already. Would the Wraith be looking? The Wraith might want to use a microassembler.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it.
Okay. Because you could, if you get a utility belt, then you can just use your other power.
Yep.
And then I get the Chaos Lord title, and I'll retrieve that Compulsion Canister. So I didn't play Neutralizing Resonator because discarding cards from Kaargra Warfang is actually not necessarily a great idea.
That's right.
Because the more gladiators in her trash is the more she can bring back into play if she plays Get Back In There.
And the other thing about having Microassembler as my power is that, you know, the Wraith does have a damage-dealing power when she's Price of Freedom, as opposed to her usual stealth power, but it only deals 1 melee damage each, and her sort of typical damage boost card, which is the micro-targeting computer, only boosts projectile damage, does not boost her melee damage. So what is the Price of Freedom? The Price of Freedom is that it is not boosted.
Yeah, that's the price.
That is the price of freedom. In case you're wondering, this is an impromptu letters page episode right here where I'm telling you the actual price of freedom. All right. So is this you voting, or is that you accidentally?
That's me voting.
All right.
More cards to discard for Microassembler.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, no problem with that. Doctor Invention, grappling hook, stun bolts, grappling hook. All right. Oof. Yeah. Yeah, I guess. Honestly, I don't know much about this environment. Are there a lot of ongoings that I'd want to get rid of? Or, excuse me, environment cards that I'd want to get rid of?
There are definitely environment cards you'll want to get rid of. I wouldn't get rid of either grappling hook.
Okay, so I'll get rid of...
Mega Computer, maybe?
I guess Mega Computer. Probably Inventory Barrage.
Yeah.
I don't know that I'm ever going to use that one. I almost never use Inventory Barrage unless we're like right at the end of the game. All right, and then, yeah, so let's do this. Yeah, Stunbolt wouldn't be bad, but to me, Throat Trap is better.
You'll have Prompter Invention that you can
get
something outside,
so let's do... Yeah, like if I Utility Belt now, then I'll be able to do this, and then I can do all kinds of fun stuff with the Prompter Invention next turn. So it doesn't really matter, so I'll just do this. And then, I assume we'll just want to hit Tarnus again to try and get him out of the way.
Continue hitting Tarnus.
Yeah.
Alright, who's the highest? Skyscraper. He's going to... So yeah, I could go with Driving Mantis here. I think I'll start with Driving Mantis to do some redirecting. And...
Yeah, so I see the chat talking about, yeah, like, Twist the Ether on Freedom 6 Wraith would be awesome. Especially, you know, if you can also get out her, you know, use 2 powers and her boost and, like, throwing knives. That would let you do 3, 6, 9, 12, what, 15 damage in a turn just by itself? That would be solid.
Alright, we have a shooting gallery.
At the end of the environment turn, the hero character card with the lowest HP deals each hero target 1 projectile damage. So a perfect example of when, if Wraith had her thing out, you would not want her to be the one doing this.
And actually, this would be really good for Mr. Fixer if he gets a jack handle. This would make him hit all non-hero targets. I don't think it matters.
Yeah.
So. Oh, well, we'll hit the Dynamic Siphon. So we may as well hit that. Then Skyscraper gets to play link cards. And I'm going to go ahead and just continue hitting the Tarnus. And then using up that redirect.
Oh, yeah, Jeff Dugan actually, if it's Twist the Ether, it's actually even more than that. He says 17 if he counts correctly.
Yeah, Twist the Ether, because you can
Twist the Ether, you get to boost each of them. So it's actually 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. It's actually 20. Right? Am I doing that math right? Yeah, chat seems to think so.
People are talking about how Mittermeier is tough on the table because there's a lot to keep track of. But in the digital version, it just all happens. So
there you go.
And then I don't think it's really going to matter here. Actually, it won't matter because Skyscraper's going to play a card. Oh no, but she won't get hurt, so she won't play a card. Okay.
Mr. Drake says he beat me to the math, except for the fact that you have to keep in mind that there's like a 30-second delay from when I say something to when you hear it. So it's like, and now, 1, 2, 3, and then when you get to 30, that's when you actually.
Form, please.
I'm choosing for you.
Call that a punch?
Yeah, Twist the Ether is an amazing card once you understand how to use it. It's definitely one of those cards that, you know, when you're playing on the tabletop and you're somewhat new to the game, you're like, okay, this is cool. But until you realize exactly how it can be used and when, sometimes it can be hard to keep track of because you're like, oh, I just get to pick the damage type. But, like, there's so many other ways to sort of tweak that with, like, different heroes who can use different damage types. And it's really a lot of fun. I'm fine to lose the microassembler because I've got other things I'm going to do.
Yeah, I mean, the Sidari is never doing 3 damage, so I can destroy. You are losing your utility belt, so you might have to.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Oh, damn it, Trigon got the Seeker. This is going to hurt. We have another microassembler. I'll put it on Skyscraper.
Okay.
Alright, so here at least... Oh no, he doesn't have his thing anymore. Yeah, this is just going to be a lot of damage, except for... A lot of damage to Mr. Fixer. Skyscraper won't take any. So it's +1 increased.
Oof, yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. It's like one of the worst to get that.
Yeah.
Great,
She's got some healing.
And sure, Skyscraper. I'm gonna go into huge mode, so yeah, I can be in a monolith for 2 turns. Yeah. So
do you want a wounding buffer to make that even more safe?
I don't know if that makes it safe.
Well, safer. Wait, no, I'm sorry. I'm thinking. For some reason, I was thinking of Energy Bracer.
You could put out Cosmic Weapon.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
That's
maybe Cosmic
good.
Weapon is a better choice.
Mr. Fixer loves Cosmic Weapon.
Who does?
Mr. Fixer. He basically becomes Dark Watch Mr. Fixer without the destruction part.
Ooh, what do I have in play? Just Cosmic Weapon, Dynamic Siphon, and Energy Bracer.
I wouldn't use that. No.
Yeah, and Dynamic Siphon only has 1 HP right now, I think, so... Oh, but I got another one, so that's okay.
Alright. Thorathian Monolith. So, any damage that will be dealt to a hero target will be redirected to Skyscraper. And I'm going to... I guess I'll just use my damage ability because... I mean, I could get out a Link, but... I feel like just smacking these fools is the way to go. Getting some favor. And then it's going to be 0 to everything.
So since we deal primarily in the sort of like heroic comic book realm, I did want to mention that I finally watched Suicide Squad this weekend.
Yeah.
And here's the best thing and the only thing I can say
about
that.
Yeah, it's on Netflix now.
Oh, is it? It's on HBO too. Is 2 hours of my life I'm never going to get back.
I heard it was bad.
It was not good. I can tell you that. The best I can say is that it was an ambitious mess. There was a lot about it that literally made absolutely no sense whatsoever.
Well, did you hear after Deadpool came out, they went back and did a whole bunch of reshoots for that movie?
I did.
Like, that's a warning sign to me.
All right.
I thought you would have gotten out micro-targeting and then used your micro-assembler to get utility belt.
I can go the other way around.
I guess you can. Same. Ends up as the same thing.
Yeah.
It's true.
All right, so I can get rid of Provocateur.
Yeah, if you want to see Suicide Squad, just like watch the cartoons of DC.
Ooh, Indiscriminate is out. Ooh, the mid-Gen Con flick of choice this year is Spider-Man Homecoming. That's going to be out at Gen Con, is it? Oof. All right, so I'm assuming Triragon is our next most important target.
Guardians of the Galaxy comes out in like 2 weeks.
Oh, I know! I can't wait.
Yeah, Triragon has to be killed with that on him. I mean, he won't do anything right now, but he needs to go. And that would get Sidari, like, unless we have the Seeker, like, Impossible Anduin exists so that we can get the Seeker. That's his purpose. And yeah, the Indiscriminate, I'm not sure we're going to get that easily, but I mean, Skyscraper can usually get it pretty easily unless she's in Monolith, so.
In my opinion, Jared Leto was one of the least offensive things about Suicide Squad. Just to answer some of the conversation that's happening in the chat. Like, was he great as the Joker? He was okay, I guess. Like, the horrible editing, the, like, completely ridiculous plot structure, the lack of any motivation for any character to do anything, but they still did it. Those are the things that were my problems with Suicide Squad before we get to Jared Leto's kind of slightly over the top joke.
And Snot Zombie says, Rogue One has reshoots. I'm talking about, you hear about a movie having reshoots in reaction to another movie to try to, like, match a marketing trend or something like that. Like and significant reshoots, like they changed the entire movie, basically.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with reshoots. Reshoots happen on almost every movie.
You
in
always
some way,
need
shape, or
reshoots.
form.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Lots, because they had to. But yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's I love Rogue One. I actually like Rogue One better than Force Awakens personally. But oh my God, did you guys check out that Last Jedi trailer this week? What?
I did not watch it yet.
Ooh, was it worse than Batman v Superman? That is... It was shorter. I can say that about it. Fistful of Dice says the best line I've heard in regards to Suicide Squad was, then the Suicide Squad designs
Press choose for me, please.
And fight the evil witch because they didn't... because if they didn't, there wouldn't be a third act. The best comment I heard about Suicide Squad is it's a 2 hour and 15 minute trailer for itself. That's Suicide Squad. It's a 2-hour and 15-minute trailer for itself. Gone without a trace.
All right, so what this does...
Yeah, let's pop that open. At the end of the environment turn, if there are more attractions than character cards with 5 or more HP, the target with the lowest HP deals itself 5 infernal damage. If a target is destroyed this way, remove that target and this card from the game.
So that's not the case right now, because there are no attractions. Actually, there's one, but yeah. All right, so... the hero character card with the lowest HP is... this should have a thing on it telling us who that is. 1 second.
Making a note. Well, and that's good. I'm glad that you're making a note, because I'm also I'm doing a thing where you're like off to the left, so I'm gonna like change.
Actually, it's Mr. Fixer, which is awesome, but it is gonna hurt Skyscraper, I think. Oh no, it's gonna end up being 0. This won't do anything. But if it did do damage, he would be hitting us and then bouncing it off everyone else. It'd be awesome.
Alright, I have finished the thing.
The Coliseum was a lot smaller. Sorry. Slow it, Trello. Doing things with my AFK-ness.
Oh, I wasn't. I just voted for a thing and then you went AFK,
Yeah,
so I made it happen.
It happens. That's how it works.
It is how it works. I was not doing it overtly. It just sort of happened. Champion, when a target destroys 3 cards in one turn, put this... Oh, man, we could have used that. Oh, whatever. Ooh, Fickle Fans. Not good for us. We had actually managed to go in the positive.
Those Fickle Fans.
I just heard a comment in here that I have not heard before. Something about how the Coliseum seems smaller, or when I was younger the Coliseum was smaller. That's interesting.
I just said that one out loud.
Yeah, I just heard it in my headphones.
I heard it as well.
I had not heard that one before. That's
the
crazy.
old man.
I've heard him say, "Oh, ever since I was a young Weevil Rats."
Yeah. Who's got the most cards in play? I don't think it matters, so may as well just go to Skyscraper. She is soaking up all the damage. Now Jeremy's hearing voices.
I am. Okay. Well, we just lost the 2 that would have benefited from sustained influence, so should I get another dynamic siphon, or...?
What do you mean we just lost?
We just lost at least 1 construct, didn't we? No, we didn't. No, we didn't. It was redirected. Okay, so, are you going to continue to Monolith?
I'm thinking about it. Seems like a decent idea, unless you think that we don't want to.
How does Mr. Fixer feel about a dynamic siphon?
He always likes a dynamic siphon.
That was kind of what I was thinking. Wraith wouldn't mind it either, actually. I think given her current setup, I think Wraith is actually the better choice.
Mr. Fixer has a jack handle. Mr. Fixer can probably do more with it.
He has a jack handle
not
in his hand?
Not a jack handle, but he has a
dual crowbar.
the dual crowbars and the cosmic weapon. He can do more favor generating damage.
Fair enough.
Wraith
Fair enough.
can.
Yep. Favor. Got to think about the favor.
Yeah, like the Threat in Monolith is not helping us get favor, but it is preventing them from getting favor, which is important.
Destructive response. I like it.
And so I think I'm going to use that again. To save us for another round. And do a bunch of damage.
Oh,
yeah, favorite point.
Okay. Are we overly concerned about either of those environment cards? If not, I'm going to throw Jab Tyragan. Tryragan.
There's not really any need to do that because we have Serathi Monolith. Unless you're doing it for funsies. I would play Combat Stance.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. I'll Combat Stance. I don't think I need another... Yeah, I don't need another... I also want to do this.
Why wouldn't you use Throwing Knives?
I'm going to use Throwing Knives.
Okay.
I get 2 powers. Because I'm super powerful.
Too bad that Stonejaw didn't get played for a construct to pick it up. I don't know if we can do that. Remember, we don't want to kill all the gladiators, but we can kill a couple of them.
Right.
You can still hit it. We just need to make sure not to obliterate them.
For the favor!
Like, I was thinking of going Bloody Knuckles because I'm safe this turn, but I don't want to kill them both. I guess I wouldn't kill them both, but I would hit them pretty good. What? All kinds of new things are coming out. Oh, right. Actually, we don't want one of them to get the Unbreakable, so...
Yeah, let's pop that open. So we got Reckless, which is the first time the target is dealt damage each turn the target regains 1 HP. We've got the Indiscriminate. This one's tricky because you got to hit multiple hero targets and multiple villain targets in the same turn. There's some heroes for whom this is very easy, but you kind of have to like plan it for other heroes. Like I probably could have gotten it actually with the Wraith, given the amount of damage I was just doing.
You could not have.
Oh, right, because of the Monolith. Yeah, okay. Champion, damage dealt by this target is reducible. Stonejaw, reduce damage dealt to this target by 1. Yeah, Unbreakable. Unbreakable's... I like Unbreakable.
So then I say, oh, wait, bring someone else in.
Ah, irreducible. Yeah! Harmony, nice.
Yeah, lots of favor points for that turn. The world's biggest pool table.
Alright, let's pop that open real quick. At the end of the environment turn, deal the hero target with the highest HP and the villain target with the highest HP 2 projectile damage each. If only this was a target and it could get favor. Or titles, I guess, is the way to say that. Alright, so none of these things are going to get hit at this.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Does the Wraith have...
Oh, the Wraith is the lowest, so she can get through.
Whoa, no, but the Wraith has the Seeker. When did the Wraith get the Seeker?
Oh, when you...
That's
probably
right.
when you hit Impassable Andalin.
No, Tryragan was dead, which had the Seeker on it. I hit Tryragan. The Seeker must have gotten shuffled into the title deck and then gotten played on the next thing I hit. Huh. I didn't see that happen, but that's awesome.
Okay, yeah, this is Mr. Fixer dealing damage as well anyways, I think. Because he managed to hit. Right, because his damage is irreducible. Actually, I shouldn't have played that card, but now I'm going to be dealing a pile of damage. We should go back and not choose for me then.
Okay.
This is going to be fun. Or I could go back and not play the card that makes my damage irreducible. Because I'm probably going to kill Skyscraper. Well, maybe not kill. But it's going to hurt. Yeah, that was probably a bad play. Overall. Sure. See, it's all going to go to Skyscraper, basically, right? Actually, he doesn't dual crowbars off all of these, only off one of them. So she will be alive, I think, just very beat up by Mr. Fixer. Oh, she gets the Unbreakable.
That'll work. I mean, hey, this is what the Rathian Monolith is all about. Saving the teammates.
From misplays. So yes, careful with your monoliths.
Or careful if you're Mr. Fixer.
Oh, fickle fans, come on. And here comes Kaargra Warfang. Well, we have a big target to beat on now.
Get back in there. Ragging comes back out. Kaargra's back out. Not back out, but she's out.
Alright, whoever we give Compulsion Canister to is going to get the Indiscriminate. Well, not necessarily. If we give it to Kaargra, I think she's dealt damage to actually just a Skyscraper, I guess, so maybe it won't be that bad. But I think I'd rather give this to Impassable Andalin or something.
Sure.
Because I don't want her to get the Indiscriminate. That would be bad.
Oof. That's one Judgment.
Well, that's about all they're doing for this turn, at least.
Combat.
Wrath Monolith is going to be going in now, so. Ooh, Living Weapon. But it goes under Kaargra.
Miss Drake asks, could you have given the Compulsion Canister to a hero target to get them Indiscriminate?
Not on the villain turn. But yes, that's the way you could do it if you wanted. That would, you still have to hit multiple, right? So Compulsion Canister can be put on any target. It's not restricted, I don't believe. Yep. Here it doesn't matter because it's going to be redirected. Again. Alright, we need to blow up Kaargra for the win.
Okay.
Sustained Influence would be really good because I'm going to blow up that Dynamic Siphon and we can put it on something else to get hit again on my turn. Because I'm going to be doing more massive damage to everything.
Ooh. I think I'm going to augment.
This is really good on Skyscraper because she can switch powers.
Oh, okay. I was going to use it on
use
Wraith,
her
but she
power
already
to
has the
start.
ability to use 2 powers, so.
Yeah, like she can use her one size power at the start of her turn and then switch to another size and use the other power, right? Which can be really cool. I'm going to discard Aggression Modulator because that will never be used. And actually, I am not going to switch, so I'm just going to discard to get a link, I think. And yeah, I'll put this on Kaargra Warfang. And then Tectonic Chokeslam.
Nice.
Alright, so I am going to get the Indiscriminate here. So I want to do the most damage to villains and the least to heroes, which means I want to hit the heroes first. So that it's only one.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Fixer got the Seeker. Effect on him.
He must have gotten hit before
So
Wraith got it.
No, that was way back he got hit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ally, and alright, so I can hit. Let's see. The Cosmic Weapon. And then this Dynamic Siphon on Mr. Fixer.
Nice.
And he can use a power to, I think I'll hit Tyragon first.
Yeah.
I want to let Skyscraper destroy the targets. So, and then hit.
Yeah, I was gonna say hit Kaargra for 5, right?
And then now, it doesn't. I don't have to hit the hero targets now, but I guess I may as well. The damage isn't going to matter. Actually, it will matter because I want them. I want it to come back. Which you want this Dynamic Siphon to come back probably instead of the.
Well, where's it gonna go? I mean, we can put it on Wraith. We can put it on.
Yeah, I think it makes sense to put it on Wraith because, well, either Wraith or anywhere. Like it could go on Mr. Fixer as well.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hit it and you blow it up. We actually get a new title out, Death Caller. Whatever you put it on is going to get to use a power right now because I'm going to hit it.
All right. So you were saying you want Skyscraper to kill some targets, or is it cool if I?
No, she's going to. As long as you leave Andalin around, it'll be okay for me to get the title.
All right. We'll put it on the Wraith.
Oh, and actually, that guy hits it first.
Oh, right. Yeah. Well, that's okay.
But then I'm going to hit it again, so you're going to get to use another power.
Awesome. All right. So we'll hit Kaargra.
So Wraith could actually get that. Kaargra got the Mindbreaker. Awesome.
Well, and I hit Kaargra now for the Seeker. I can hit
good.
Sudari and get the Seeker on Sudari. And now we're going to hit Triragon and get the Seeker on Triragon.
Sure.
Nice.
Okay, I'm going to blow up this energy. Actually, I don't want to blow up the energy brace yet because I'm going to hit Kaargra, and Kargra's going to hit everything.
Yeah, Take Walker says this is a crazy awesome turn and demonstrates just how much thinking Kaargra requires. Yeah, we have been in the same turn now for at least 2 to 3 minutes, and it's not over yet, folks.
Actually, I want to get the... If I let Kaargra go off, if I hit Kaargra now, she would get the Indiscriminate before me, so I need to hit a couple villain targets.
Yeah, Sudari and Triragon both have
Yeah,
Seeker on
now
them,
I
so
have the Indiscriminate.
there you go.
So
You should have hit the first Dynamic Siphon first.
No, Kargra's going to hit it for me.
Is it gonna hit it and destroy it though?
No, Kargra's going to hit for 1.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And actually, I can let you, when Kaargra lets you use your power, you can hit Soulslayer Perith and put the Seeker on it, and then I can kill it.
Okay.
And I'll blow up the Energy Bracer and get Champion. I should have done that before to get the Irreducible. This is awesome. We're going to win this turn.
This is a great turn. This is the kind of stuff you'd see on Dolphins Dive right here.
Okay, so now Kaargra is dealing her 1 damage to everything. Oh, and she's got the -1, so if we want, we can save something from getting killed or hit. So I would say let's save... Actually, yeah, I wanted to save the Energy Bracer. I forgot about that. Let's save the Cosmic Weapon. So vote Cosmic Weapon first.
All right.
Forgot about that Energy Bracer thing. Okay, whatever. Yeah, Dynamic Siphon.
I was gonna say which
Go.
one. All right, we're gonna hit that one. All right. Wraith is gonna use.
Whenever you hit Kaargra, it's going to do more damage. So hit Kaargra so that she gets a Seeker bonus on her. And maybe hit Tyragon. I think Perith is going to get killed by Skyscraper anyways. So.
Okay. Yeah, and I can't hit Serdari because of the stone jaw, so...
Fistful of Dice says, this turn's been going on long enough for me to go switch my laundry.
Good
And I don't... Oh, there's another dynamic
There's another
siphon.
dynamic siphon
Mr.
on Fixer.
Yeah.
Hit that.
He only has 1 power left. He already used his other power this turn. Oh yeah, so I can hit Tyragon, blow it up, and do a big pile of damage to Kaargra. The heroes cannot win the game! Do we still get questions about that? We probably still get questions even though we have this.
I don't know. Talk to Krista about that.
Probably not as often anymore.
Not my department.
7 to Kaargra.
All right, we got 22 favors, so now the most important thing is to get Kaargra out of the game.
Alright, now I think the order won't matter if there's no other effects. So, we can choose one in this one. Oh, there is! Skyscraper gets to play a card. Awesome. Oh, great. Yeah, I definitely will destroy this rebounding debilitated out there. And I don't know if I need to destroy anything else. Yeah, just that one and I'll hit Kaargra.
Nice. All right, we definitely can find 3 HP.
All right, and
Damage.
I was huge before, but now I'm not anymore because I played the bottom card of my deck, so I can't actually deal more damage on my turn. So if I was still huge, that would have been it. But obviously I wouldn't have got that extra damage on her, so I think we can handle this.
Oh, sorry, Kaargra. What are you gonna do?
Punched in the
Overkill.
Fistful of Dice says, does anyone else hear Skyscrapers having a thick Slavic accent, or is that just me? I think that's just your projection of someone speaking broken English.
Yes, you should
That's
you should
just-
watch the Wrath of the Cosmos trailer to hear what Kaargra Warfang really sounds like.
She has an alien accent. Of course, she's an alien. She flips and loses because we have gained the crowd's favor.
Because we are amazing. And there's the alternate victory sounds! That I'm gonna ruin by singing over. Not a whole lot from the environment on that one.
There was that shooting gallery, which was hurting us a bunch until we hit away from it. But like, if you had Mr. Fixer jack handle, I mean, even the dual crowbars is handy with that. So, Suckfoot 2000 says, I thought it was a Parma accent.
Oh, nice.
I get that Ohio reference. I know something from Parma.
Do you? Oh, look at that. Oh, Parma. All right, let's pop over to the new game.
Who did the voice for Chrono Ranger in the Shattered Timelines trailer? Asks Odd Rob.
All right, Odd Rob. So that is a gentleman here, Voice Galaxy. His name is Dan Zulo. He's a local voice actor here in Cleveland, and he's actually he did Baron Blade, he did Chrono Ranger, he actually did a ton of the President voices back in our old game, Uncle Slam. He's awesome.
Yeah.
Super
You've
versatile.
probably heard him on TV and commercials and stuff.
Yep, he's done a lot of voiceover work for like national commercials. He actually sent me a thing. He is one of the guys who did the like Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. We'll sell you the whole seat, but you'll only need the edge. Like he has totally done that commercial, and he sent me that as like a sample once. So, all right. So I know that you played Grand Warlord Voss on a week that I wasn't here. But I feel like I haven't played Grand Warlord Voss on the stream.
We played Voss and killed him in one shot.
Was that the one that you did?
Yeah.
Okay. That was fairly recently. That was only like 2 weeks ago. All right.
JZC has a question, but I forget. I forget again. Put my reference out there.
Okay. Let's hit randomize, see what we get. Go Kismet. That's all right. We can do Kismet. Maybe we'll do like. Have we done a challenge
we
Kismet
played
yet?
Kismet recently. We played challenge Kismet.
We did. Yeah, we played challenge
3 weeks
Kismet.
ago.
All right, let's try it again. Randomize. Chairman. I know you just recently did the chairman.
GloomWeaver. Challenge GloomWeaver.
Well, we've done that.
Did we? Okay.
Yeah, remember challenge GloomWeaver is like play Spite
No,
and
it's
GloomWeaver
not.
in a row.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's not?
You know there's a variant of GloomWeaver that is
Oh, right. Yes. Okay, that's fine. Great. We'll play challenge GloomWeaver. Let's pop that open. Villain relics are indestructible. So basically this negates the second possible victory condition for GloomWeaver. All right. I like it. Let's do it. Switch that to challenge before I forget.
We could do an ultimate if you want.
Ultimate GloomWeaver. And the ultimate is that GloomWeaver is immune to melee and projectile.
Yeah, so make sure to bring heroes that only deal that kind of damage.
All right, and if we're gonna do environments, I think let's go to Magmaria. I've been actually really interested in how Magmaria works with the whole magma crystal thing. So we're gonna try that.
Sure. And you can get his relics into the trash
Yes.
by discarding them. That is definitely
You
possible.
just gotta keep them from going into play.
I'm going to bring the Sentinels.
And speaking of trying to do that and mess with the villain deck, maybe I'll play Visionary.
I haven't played Absolute Zero for a while. And Wraith can discard the bottom of the deck.
Yeah, and I was gonna say like Dark Visionary with Wraith might be an interesting combination here.
JFF Duggan asks, is that a change? Is what a change? Question mark.
All right, so we got Ultimate GloomWeaver against Fanatic, the Sentinels, Dark Visionary, and Absolute Zero. All this delicious despair, I can almost taste it. Let me in, mortals. Repent, evildoer, you cannot stand against divine might. I hope that was a good enough dramatic reading. All right, Fanatic opens with Absolution, Final Dive, Sanctifying Strike, and Undaunted. So we got some damage, we got some destruction, some more damage with a little bit of healing, and some damage mitigation. Sentinels have got Blackout, 2 Coordinated Assault, and Second Chance. Coordinated Assault, of course, is their, like, you know, take the number of Sentinels plus 1 and deal some damage card. Blackout is one of those cool, like, deal some damage, and then the damage target deals more damage with more damage. And Second Chance is the bring back one of your character cards. We don't need quite yet. Dark Visionary's got Cerebral Hemorrhage, Decoy Projection, Demoralization, and Twist the Aether. Card that we were raving about last game. And Absolute Zero has got his Null Point, as well as his ability to get the other one back with his onboard module installation, as well as the Glacier Structure and Impale.
Cool.
All right, let's see what we got. Zombie Servants.
Did you listen to the GloomWeaver episode?
I did.
There's some really interesting stuff in that, especially between GloomWeaver and Dr. Medico and the Visionary.
Mm-hmm.
Like we have a lot of, and Fanatic, like we have a lot of characters here that like participated in GloomWeaver shenanigans.
Yeah, one of the things
Nightmare.
that I was most excited about with GloomWeaver is the reveal of what is actually in the pouch of bones.
We should have brought Nightmist to this fight. That would have been perfect.
We totally should have brought Nightmist to the fight. Oh well, what are you gonna do?
I loved how Christopher described Nightmist meeting Fanatic, and Fanatic was like, "I am a holy warrior," and Nightmist is like, "Okay, you're kind of magic, but okay, whatever you think."
Yeah, and so the answer, spoiler alert, to what is in the pouch of bones is they are the bones of the being, the human, that sort of left for the realm of Discord and eventually became GloomWeaver over tens of thousands of years. It's the last remnant of what remains of that entity.
People are talking about Jiffy Duggan's name. Feel like we get to say it how we want. If you leave letters out, it's open for discussion.
Indeed.
Ouch! Wrong way. What you doing? That cursed acolyte. We also got to find out what GloomWeaver's M&M is in the podcast.
Did you see this? Winners don't use drugs because they're automatic effects. That's pretty funny.
Where do you see that? Is that earlier
It's in the chat. Yeah, Fistful of Dice said it. Winners don't use drugs because they're automatic effects.
Vote for a card. For
Am I Fanatic? Oh, shoot. Yeah, I guess I could final dive one of those zombies into the Cursed Acolyte.
Definitely want to get rid of the Acolyte bat.
That's not going to do more damage than Absolution, though.
Just hit him with Absolution and we'll kill him some other way. Like I can use Wraith and Blackout to basically kill all those things. Not all of them, but most of them.
Right.
And I think that makes sense. So I'm going to play Blackout, and Rise will deal the damage this way. And I guess it doesn't. Yeah, if I hit the Acolyte.
If you hit the Acolyte, then it can hit everything else as long as it hits itself last. We're good to go.
Yeah. When it dies, it'll bring another zombie out, but that's okay.
Here's a recap of the Kaargra Warfang fight. Too easy. Easy? You call that easy?
Lou Dolphin had to do impromptu babysitting. Is that where you search your deck for a baby and put it into play, and then draw a card and play a card? No? Nothing? So are we going to try to dump his relics? That seems like cheating. I guess I will. Let's extract. Whoop.
Yeah, try it. I mean, that's why I brought Dark Visionary.
Indigo Pin, top of the deck. Search your deck for a baby and sit on it. That is good.
All right, so...
Yeah, we won the game against Kaargra Warfang on a spectacular skyscraper turn.
Yes.
Where she gained 5 titles during her turn and hit dynamic siphons to cause shenanigans, and it was awesome. We gained more than 20 favor on that turn. I think.
So when we were talking about Twist the Ether earlier, this is exactly the kind of scenario that I was thinking about. When you're new to the game, Twist the Ether feels like, oh, I want to put that on a villain target and then reduce their damage. That was the way that I looked at it. Because it lets you increase or reduce the damage, your choice. So this is a scenario where I would be like, oh, put it on GloomWeaver and we can mitigate some of the damage that's coming around.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. And I mean, more than mitigate it, we can change the type to types that we like.
Right, exactly right. So that's what I think I'm going to do here. This is sort of...
It's also, I mean, one other thing to consider is, since GloomWeaver is immune to melee and projectile damage, if we have heroes that do only that type of damage, they would want to have Twist Ether on them so they can hit GloomWeaver. However, we don't have that problem because our heroes do all kinds of other kinds of damage in this game. But something to think about for general strategery.
All right, so I'm going to use Turmoil on GloomWeaver and see if we get a relic. No relics.
Well, we knew what was on top, the indigo pin.
Right, so do we prefer the indigo or crimson?
Actually, yeah, I would go with the crimson pin, and we'll just make sure Absolute Zero is the highest, and then GloomWeaver will heal Absolute Zero every turn.
Nice. Good times, good times.
I mean, he won't be the highest this turn, but he will be soon enough. And I will get him a little closer. Irreducible healing, that's right.
Nice. The crystalloid behemoth.
Oh.
All right, so let's pop that open and read it off since we are playing in a relatively new environment. This is a magma crystal. When this card enters play, it deals each target 4 melee damage. Whenever a hero uses a power, this card deals that hero 2 fire damage. When this card is destroyed, one player may move it to their hand. This card cannot be played from a player's hand because it's magma crystal. We'll get into how that mechanic works maybe a little bit later. I had 3 crystalloid behemoths come out in a row in a test game that I was playing, which was not fun.
I don't think order matters, but this is going to hurt the Sentinels a lot.
Yes, it is. It's going to hurt everybody a lot.
Doesn't hurt GloomWeaver.
Plop, 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 plop. GloomWeaver didn't do a darn thing.
Fanatic gets that.
Alright, so I want to pop that open real quick because I don't remember which one this is. This card enters play, blah, blah. At the end of the hero's turn, GloomWeaver deals... Alright, okay, yeah, right. Got it. Okay, so let's see here.
So remember, whenever you use a power, the behemoth deals you 2 fire damage.
2 fire damage, right.
So you better want that, or don't use a power.
Yeah, let's do this. Oh, yeah, see, this is my ultimate thing. Is like, do you go after the minions or do you go after the villain?
You can't hit the villain. So.
Oh, right, because it's melee. All right, I'll go after the pin. Another final dive. Heal up for 1.
Yeah, you could have played Zealous Offense. Why wouldn't you play Zealous Offense? It's too late now, but think about it. Repent!
I'm Fanatic. I like taking damage.
Especially when you draw
Especially when I draw Wrath for Retribution! Exactly right.
I don't think this matters because it's irreducible.
Irreducible by 1. That's how you say that.
Reducible. Yeah. I don't want that crystalloid behemoth. So I'm going to punch it. Right in, it doesn't even have a face. Right in the thing. And I guess I'll just kill it so it doesn't hit me back, but I would like to block, but that's okay. Who wants to move this card to their hand?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Fanatic likes to have cards in hand to discard for that, so.
Fair enough. Okay. Alright, fair enough. I was probably going to decoy projection, but that's alright. Alright, let's see what GloomWeaver has. Ophidia. So who knows the story of Ophidia? It was covered in the letters page. I feel like that's probably the word choice versus vast following.
Yep. It's just damage, so. Fast Falling plays another card, which won't know what it is. And it will bring that Cursed Acolyte back, most likely, which is bad. Bad. I'm going to continue to get up to be the highest. That's my goal.
Stone Shaper. Let's pop that open. You do fire damage at the end of the environment turn. Each player may discard a magma crystal and select a target. Reduce damage dealt to selected targets by 1 until the start of the environment turn. Do we want to do that now? I feel like it's early enough that I don't know that I want to do that.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that.
Yeah. Ophidia the Deceiver? What?
One thing the letters page didn't get into was the voodoo pins and their relationship, but so there's always lots more that we don't know than that we do know.
Yeah, I feel like now I can Zealous Offense.
There's always time for Zealous Offense.
Yeah, let's do that. And then I will absolutely...
Just make sure to deal 3 damage.
I'm gonna hit GloomWeaver. I know that means I'm gonna take some more extra damage. I mean, I'm gonna take extra damage either way, but I'm okay with it.
May as well take radiant damage.
Yeah. I have Wrathful Retribution. This could be the decision that defines the game right here.
You do you.
I mean, I can't reduce it by 1. It was either going to be 2 or 3, so it's like... Might as well take 3, right? I know that's not really a real thing, but... Why not?
Play Caligula's Form. Sockfoot 2000 says, there were 2 voodoo pins and they fell in love with each other, and that is their relationship.
There you go.
Crimson Pin and Indigo Pin, the one true pair.
Yeah, Pricey Provinces, aka Cheap States, says I asked a question. I asked a question about the pins, but it didn't make it in.
Oh.
Yeah, Pricey Provinces. That's someone who they've been making a lot of jokes about Pricey Provinces.
Yeah, and there was like Cheap States came in and asked a question. Oh dear. All right, I'm actually going to send a healing over to the Idealist, who is really low.
Ooh, team communication. Nice.
Look at that. Demoralization paying off. Demoralization and Twist the Ether were what saved the game last week on Dolphins Dive. Did you watch it?
I watched the first like 15 minutes of it, but I haven't been able to finish it yet.
You could watch a whole game by watching the last 15 minutes.
Yes, that's what I heard. I heard the first game was like 2 hours and the last game was like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Rest
on Ophidia is not a bad call.
Say again?
Ophidia the Deceiver is doing a good chunk of damage.
Oh, rest the mine on her?
It's one idea, but there's your other cards are fine choices too.
Yeah, so. I wasn't really sure what to do, so I'm happy to do this. Let's keep looking for those relics. There's one.
So if you put it on the bottom, then
Yep.
Ryan can discard it.
Yep. So, but that means I have to put Vast Following on the top, which is a trade-off. But what are you gonna do? We're playing Ultimate. These are the trade-offs you have to make.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and impale. I do like Thermal Shockwave. Yeah, Thermal Shockwave. Impale next turn. Start getting a power that's doing some damage and healing myself as well. Oh, Cold Snap. I like it. That and Thermal Shockwave starts adding up the big damage.
Oh, Crystalloid Behemoth again.
Well, that's happening.
That is happening. We need a thing where it's like, there needs a Christopher Bedell. I need you to design a card that's like, when the next target comes into play Twist the Ether on it. And then Crystalloid Behemoth would be fine.
Parse might be able to help you out a little bit. I don't think we need to worry about this Stone Shaper at the moment.
Yeah.
If only you had played Zealous Offense, it wouldn't. What? But you did play Zealous.
I did play Zealous Offense.
If we're lucky, we might not
Evil
get
Dice Monkey.
Acolyte. Oh, but we did get Cursed Acolyte. And most of the Sentinels are going to be dead. Oh, actually, redirect this to Cursed Acolyte. Yes. Absolutely redirect it to Cursed Acolyte. Because A, you won't take the self damage.
Because she'll kill herself. Awesome.
And he can hit.
Yeah, hit absolute 0.
Will then destroy him. So actually, first I could have him hit Wraith, but it will reduce to 0, so it didn't matter.
Mitigated.
Hit the bullet with strategy. So don't always click choose for me, kids.
Yep.
Sometimes make your own choices. Fanatic. Sockfoot 2000 says Sentinels could be wiped out by the return of a Cursed Acolyte. It's true, but we dealt with it. Is it time for your thingy? Actually, yeah, this is handy. You can choose the Behemoth and it won't hit us for fire damage.
Yeah, definitely getting the Behemoth.
And probably the Disciple. She does a lot of damage.
She does a lot of damage, yep. Good. Awesome.
And then we don't need to really worry about her.
Okay, so remember we got one of the relics on the bottom of the deck. Alright, so Wrathful Retribution right now is going to do 23. I feel like we can do better.
That's pretty good.
It is pretty good, but like I can final dive one of those zombies into the Chosen Disciple and then hit it for another 3. And then it'll be down to 2. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I guess you want to destroy the pin.
Oh, I forgot about the pin. Man, I always forget about the pins.
Yes, final dive that into it.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll final dive that into the pin, and then I will.
I wouldn't worry about the zombies. Like the Sentinels are like as to kill them all in their turn. So.
I know the main reason I was using the zombie as fodder for my final dive. I was gonna hit the Disciple for this. I mean, I know she's mitigated for the moment.
She is moving zombies into play.
It's right.
So she is annoying, but she's not deadly.
Oof, and I got end of days now.
Who wants to
you came
draw
here
a
for beard
card?
tips. Well, Evil Dice Monkey, I'm actually slowly growing my beard back, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. This is still almost the whole Baron Blade beard. I've actually trimmed it a little bit since last we spoke. And then this is coming in nicely, so I'm not sure how I'm going to meld these all together just yet. And that's your beard tip for the day. It's not really a tip, just sort of an update about where I'm at.
Beard diary.
Yep. All right, so 3 Sentinels with 3 or less HP, 2 or less HP.
Yeah, I think I might use Restorative Burst
Restorative Burst.
to help them out a little bit. But I mean, that won't help if Crystalloid Behemoth comes out, so it just won't really matter. But I guess it could. It could matter, but it might not matter. do have a blackout, which is tempting to play. I think I'm going to do that.
Take Walker asks, I want to know how the heck you got that nice light V in there. My soul patch is weedy sec. Yeah, get older and continue to let your beard grow. I don't know.
Oh.
And get lucky.
Sorry.
That's the way it works.
I picked the wrong target. I forgot that this Ellis offense. Actually, I can't really effectively use that. I guess I could use on Stone Shaper. I'll just do the healing thing. You can get a beard like mine by doing nothing for 5 or 6 weeks.
Nice.
If you're me, I guess. It won't necessarily work for you if you're not me. But that's what happens with me.
The main thing about my beard now, which is freaking out my aunts and uncles, is the fact that I have salt and pepper. They've been known to say very recently I'm not old enough to have a 40-year-old nephew, which is a thing that they now have now, as of 2 weeks ago. But yeah, the salt and pepper, there it is. I found my old beard comb, so I spent a lot of time doing this, combing my face. Actually, one of the very first websites, I was actually just telling Krista about this today. Back in 1996, which is like a year after Krista was born, I started making my very first website back in the days when like absolutely every website was written by hand, and it was called combyourface.com. I don't think that's still a thing. I don't think anybody. I have long since let that lapse, and I seriously doubt anybody else has registered it. But it was called Comb Your Face Digital Productions, and it was basically like my Facebook / MySpace page before either of those things were a thing. So it was like a bunch of pictures of like my house, my computers, my cats, etc. Okay, yeah, I think I'll cerebral hemorrhage. Yeah. All right. Behemoth, I think.
Well, GloomWeaver.
And definitely GloomWeaver, yeah.
I would have hit the Zombie Servant instead of the Disciple, but sure. I guess actually Absolute Zero can take them out, so. Yeah,
that's what I was thinking. Something with that low, it seemed like. What are we gonna do?
Uh-oh.
All right, well, we can't we can't mill the deck and win at this point, so
the Drum of Despair is pretty gross, so I'll put that in the bottom.
All right, so we'll put the Pouch of Bones on top.
We'll just live with the Pouch of Bones slowing us down.
And now we gotta deal with it.
And we have to kill GloomWeaver.
I should not even have eaten that. I should not have taken all that cheese and eaten like an apple, but I am dealing with it. 5 internet points for the person who figures out that quote.
I don't know your internet quote.
Deal with it. Deal with it!
All right, well, yeah. I'm going to kill these guys because they're going to be annoying. Oh, I did those. I guess.
Comb Your Face is a Sesame Street song.
There was no wrong order for that. I'll kill the Zombie Servant. Azershot says, just pour damage into the relic when it comes out. All right, we'll try that and see what happens.
Yeah, or we won't. Maybe
Azershot
just arrived, but we're playing Ultimate GloomWeaver, which means that is undestructible. It's undestructible.
It's uber-structable. We have a fiery crystallization. I hope you like magma.
Fiery hot magma. Equipment cards gain the keyword Magma Crystal at the start of the environment turn. The Magmaria with the highest HP deals each target X fire damage and destroys X equipment cards, where X is the number of Magmarians in play, which is 1 right now.
So if there's no Magmarians, that doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
So we could get rid of that Stone Shaper and not worry about it.
Do you want me to mitigate damage against any of your Sentinels?
I don't think there's no damage going to be dealt right now, and I'm not too worried about that. So as long as he keeps zealously offending the behemoth. So
Liquid hot magma.
Lou Dolphin wants a series of cards that override one another.
Yeah. Destroy an indestructible card.
Actually, yeah, if you say the Stone Shaper can't deal damage, then we don't even need to worry about it. Because it won't be able to deal damage from the Fire Crystallization. Man, Zealous Offense. What a crappy card. Why would you ever play that?
Or I could final dive the Stone Shaper into GloomWeaver.
And do no damage?
Oh, shoot. Right.
Play your super card.
Man. Alright, my super card is 22. It's gone down since the last time. It was 23 last time, wasn't it?
I don't know. Yeah, because I healed everyone for one.
You and healing me, John. Come on.
You play it last turn when it was doing 23. 23 is good.
Yeah.
Do what you want.
Yeah, looking at my options, I'm fine with that.
Just don't discard the Magma Crystal because you can discard it for other things.
Yeah, this.
Unless you really want. I don't think you'll probably want to play End of Days anyways, but okay, you can keep it.
I'm going to keep it.
There's only 2 cases to our public knowledge of a villain getting one shot into nothingness. I don't know. I mean, we've only done the stream a couple times, but you can do it with other ways. Does Fanatic want to draw a card? Probably.
Sure.
She's got nothing.
Yep.
Okay. Unique capabilities, go. Let's get that Hippocratic Oath going because my guys are really hurting. Yeah, good hero, bad hero. That's a good one. And I guess I'll punch. If I punch GloomWeaver, it does nothing. Punch a Bones is useless. May as well punch the Behemoth, I guess. And we can discard the bottom card of GloomWeaver's deck. There's 2 in the trash. I guess I didn't have to do that. There's no reason to do that.
Yeah.
We'll just go back to use the power. I'll do something else. I will block, I think. Well, I guess if another Behemoth comes out, I should heal someone so that, because I lose 2 anyways if I use block. So if I heal, I'll only lose 1. So I'll do that.
Put 2 in the trashes with 1 in the hand.
But I have the Hippocratic Oath, I forgot. Oh, that's okay. I'll charge up my guys. And gal. And Take Walker mentions, you really shouldn't discard it because Vast Falling could put it into play. That's fair.
Good point.
We can still beat GloomWeaver, but on his flip side, we don't actually get to his flip side really very often. But he does a bunch of damage on his other side, and it can be tough.
Yeah,
especially in advance, he does a lot of
rejection. And alright, now that we know we're not digging for stuff, does anybody want to see the top 2 cards of their deck and put one on the top, one on the bottom? Maybe Magmaria?
I mean, it's still good to do GloomWeaver, but whatever you like.
Yeah, that's true. GloomWeaver does have a lot of nastiness that we can deal with. Oh, like, should we Profane Zealot or Profane Zealot? Alright. Yeah, I don't like Profane Zealot.
Dolphin, you should play a game to see his in-game flip side art because it is very disturbing.
Indeed.
I guess you could play a game like on Ultimate or something, and like play the game, like the first part of the game specifically, don't deal damage to GloomWeaver, and try to get his relics into play as fast as possible.
Yeah.
And then try to beat him, and that would be tough.
Yeah.
Put this on GloomWeaver. How much cold damage have I dealt? 4. Okay. Make sure I don't kill myself. We might have decided this week's Dolphins Dive. It's up to you. There's 5 cold damage, and I'll take out the Behemoth for 6 because I will kill myself. Who wants this card? Maybe.
Someone other than Fanatic, probably.
Sure, Absolute Zero can have it. And I'm going to heal back up from that.
I concur. Yeah, I really love Absolute Zero. It's one of the heroes that, like, up front, when I first started playing this game, I did not get Absolute Zero at all. And then I played him a ton in the video game until I felt like I got him, and now he is absolutely one of my favorite characters.
I forgot we have to destroy cards from that thing. So let's destroy one of your cards.
Okay, that's fine.
It doesn't matter, really.
I'll find something to do. And another Behemoth. Man, what's up with all the behemoths? Okay, so here's the thing. I can save... No, I can't. Never mind.
What were you going to save?
I forgot the decoy projection only works on the Visionary. Oh, but it got hit first. Oh, well, whatever was going to go either way.
It was going to go. The order did not matter.
The order did not matter. Yep.
You can hit to prevent the Behemoth from dealing damage.
I was thinking that that was Stealth Bot for some reason. And here comes the Zealot, which is, of course, public enemy number 1 now. Yeah, so the Behemoth is a good one for that. And then...
Neither of those really deal damage, so...
Yeah. Okay, so Holy Nova hits everything for 1, but he's mitigating stuff.
Yeah, you could use Brutal Sentry to hit the Zealot if you wanted to get a point through.
Yeah, the healing I feel like is probably more important at this stage, though. Yeah, it's fine.
You can only hit the Behemoth, but that's okay.
Yeah, I'll hit the Behemoth. Someone says, Sentinels Live number 48, game 2. Jesse C seems to know what's up. I don't even know what they're talking about in the chat. I'm not following along.
I'm going to have the Sentinels draw a card, even though they have a whole bunch. Mainstay is not active. Oh well. So do I want to get Mainstay back for a second chance? I guess so. Come back, Mainstay. Yeah. And I'm going to block.
Absolute Zero nuking Voss from 30 HP in 1 turn. Ah, okay. Thank you. Games where the Argent Adept was the only one who could deal damage. Oh, that's right. I feel like I do remember something like that.
Okay. Yeah, that's the one we had Nepicross on. Was it Nepicross, I think, who was playing Argent Adept? If I'm wrong, I'm sorry if I got the name wrong or forgot who it was. I'm the worst. Yeah, if you want to hit the Zealot a little bit, could use Psychic Maelstrom or Hemorrhage.
Yeah.
Actually, if you do that, I can kill it with Absolute Zero.
All right. I'll do some reroll Hemorrhage since hitting more than 3 targets is actually not useful right now because the Pouch of Bones doesn't really matter. And maybe there'll be more targets later. New pie crust.
It was Le Pie Crust.
I will once again hit with this power.
Yes,
Oof,
not
yes.
exactly.
definitely take the Sable Pin for sure.
You pronounce it the way I just did. Easy peasy. So I'm going to play Frostbound.
Nipicrow, maybe. Maybe it's Nipicrow.
Oh, like the Pycross says, that's how you say it, like the way I'm saying it.
Nipicrow. There you go.
Goodbye, Zealot. Hello, Zombie. That's annoying. And I've dealt 6 cold damage this turn, so I'm just going to hit myself for 1 cold. It's pronounced easy peasy.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Seismic Defender.
Alright, so the Seismic Defender, immune to fire damage. At the end of the environment turn, each player may discard a magma crystal, then this card deals X non-Magmarian targets 3 melee damage and 3 fire damage, where X equals the number of magma crystals discarded. I don't know. Do we want to hit 2 targets for 2 damage? For 2 plus 2 damage?
And we could save, or we could... We probably want to get rid of either the crystallization or that Magmarian because of the equipment destruction. Potentially. But... yeah, like I would be okay to have it. I mean, it would be 3 damage to GloomWeaver, or we could destroy the Zombie Servant, or both. There is a Magmarian that lets you use power when you discard, though.
Yes.
So it's kind of tempting to wait for that. And we can also, like, the thing is, like, any equipment card counts, so I can discard my null point for it. So maybe I'll at least do that. I'll discard the null point. And you can discard your crystal if you want.
Yep.
Not.
And I mean, it means that the crystalloid behemoth is in the trash, which means you can come out again, but...
The hero with the most cards in play, usually the Sentinels. Oh, I'll put an extra Wraith. Wraith will Caliginous form the damage away. Hopefully. Yeah, I think that's been ineffective with the Crystalloid Behemoth because it's melee damage and then GloomWeaver just ignores it.
Right.
I would say the Defender in case we don't destroy, and the Behemoth too. Like, the Pin doesn't never deal its own damage, so you may as well just go the Behemoth. Like, if we're fine with losing an equipment card, then like we could leave the Defender around because he's not going to deal any damage. So I guess that's Absolute Zero would lose an equipment card, but
does anybody have an extra power they want to use? I don't think they do right now.
the Sentinels.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Sentinels because they have the 4.
Oh, but the Sentinels, it doesn't work that way in the Sentinels, right? Because
right next to a hero
place
character card, yeah.
like no, Absolute Zero can certainly use multiple powers. But I would probably play Brutal Censure so that you draw another card and deal damage. But
Yeah. All right. I can do that.
that would be what I would do.
All right, Aegis. I'll take that. Oh, yep. That's not gonna hit, but I'll get hit for 1. That's fine.
Prayer of Desperation. Anyone need a card?
I mean, Fanatic has some things to do, but I'm not sure. I don't know. What do you think?
Maybe. I think Absolute Zero might want to draw a new card.
Sure.
Yeah. Looking for my focused apertures. I think I might go and play either Blackout or, yeah, Dark Delusions, I think, is what I'm going to play. It's a good one. For some infernal damage. And then 1 target, 3 psychic damage. Yeah, we'll pile on GloomWeaver here. And I think I'll continue to block. Oh, positive energy. Excellent. We can start bringing these guys back from the brink. I actually want to get Absolute Zero a little healing so that he can
actually use his thing.
use Thermal Shockwave. He's doing too much damage. And I'm going to skip this because Wraith is going to be able to redirect it. You can choose any non-projectile or melee type and increase it. And now stop hitting yourself. You should just play Brain Burn and leave the game.
Let's see here. Yeah, actually, One, two, three. Yeah, I'm just gonna decode projection. And keep doing this to GloomWeaver to try and mitigate some damage. Oof. Alright, Vast Following or Chosen Disciple, neither of which I love.
Yeah, Vast Following's... You could get Vast Following and other stuff if you choose Vast Following, so...
Yeah, Chosen Disciple it is. Ooh, Precognition. Alright.
Boom, boom, boom.
Evil
boom,
Dice
boom.
Monkey says Tomb of Anubis is the only environment where he has had all 15 cards out. I have definitely had every card in play on Final Wasteland, but only because I went out of my way to do it. Because I was looking to get Unforgiving Wasteland into play so that I could have it help me with the chairman.
You can easily have it happen to you on Omnitron 4 without wanting it to happen.
Yeah, I can see that for sure.
Alright, so by the time I play a card, I've dealt 7 cold damage. So I can't use Thermal Shockwave or I'll kill myself. I could put out Sub-Zero Atmosphere, and then that would skip that cultist doing stuff.
Aha.
Which, if you haven't played it before, Sub-Zero Atmosphere causes any villain card which would act at the end of the villain turn instead acts at the start of the villain turn. So when that cultist comes out, it's going to have its action at the end of the villain turn, but then that will not happen because of Sub-Zero. basically slows the villain down a little bit. It can be dangerous, but I think it's alright in this case. I'm going to destroy... Do I have something in hand? Oh, I have an onboard module installation in hand. Okay, so I'll destroy the fire one.
Yeah, Bellasaurus here says, I've never been able to use Sub-Zero Atmosphere properly. I am in that boat with you.
Well, watch and learn.
Yeah, John's going to try and use it properly here, so hopefully that'll give us all an object lesson.
Do we want to discard for Seismic Defender damage? Basically 3 damage to GloomWeaver. The Visionary can discard hers.
Sure.
Though actually the Magmarian Throng is going to reveal another Magmarian, which might be a better one.
Oh, I don't think we read this. At the end of the environment turn, reveal cards from the top of the environment deck until the Magmarian is revealed. Put it in play. Discard the other cards revealed this way. If no Magmarians are put in play this way, discard this card.
Yeah, if we get to use a power one, that's better.
Alright.
Inner Core Tunneler. Oh, this one's nice.
Let's pop that up. Oh, alright, hang on. Chosen Step came out, but let's... Alright, hang on, Zealous Offense. Don't be so zealous.
Yeah.
Inner Core Tunneler, Magmarian. This card is immune to fire damage. Whenever a hero card would be dealt damage, one player may discard a magma crystal. If they do, to redirect that damage to this card. Interesting. Alright.
Yeah, so Chosen Disciple, so you can see her effect is at the end of the villain turn. And so due to Sub-Zero Atmosphere, that...
She was played and then she did not act. Should I zealously offend her? Or do we think we're going to get rid of her before the next round?
I mean, you may as well. I don't think we're going to pick...
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
I guess I would pick the Inner Core Tunneler to not be able to deal damage because we might want to allow the Seismic Defender to deal damage.
Interesting. Okay. I see where you're going with that.
Oh, and Janagro says you're about to lose Zealous Offense, which is true unless you embolden yourself just so that you can keep Zealous Offense. Which might not be worth it.
Ooh, yeah.
I wouldn't worry about it. I think we can easily kill the Chosen Disciple. So.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna... Do I Aegis Resurrection or Prayer of Desperation?
I would play Aegis.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking, but let's see. The Sentinels have 5, 8, 6, and 6, 11, and 6.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Oh, Lou Dolphin points out, Zealous Offense would destroy itself before Embolden gets to go off, so too bad. And yeah, I would probably hit the Chosen Disciple to make sure we kill it. I think there'll be enough splash damage from everything else to get rid of it now.
Yeah.
I think I want Absolute Zero to draw a card because I really want to get Modular Realignment or something. Positive Energy is going to be my play here for the heals. And then we'll deal some area damage. And I guess I'll block again. And gain some HPs. I might actually get Absolute Zero to use Thermal Shockwave this turn. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll skip this, and it's going to end up going back to GloomWeaver. So increase away.
I don't think we've used sonic damage this turn. The Sentinels are deciding which card should redirect damage first.
I think Caligulous Form. We've got lots of start of turn damage. It's nice.
Yeah, I think. Is something else going to take care of Chosen Disciple, or should I Psychic Maelstrom?
Alcindor might be able to, but I think Psychic Maelstrom is a good play anyways.
Alright, yeah, it was either going to be that or Precognition, so
it's more damage to GloomWeaver. I don't think the order matters. I guess the order won't matter.
Alright.
And Touch of Bones reduces damage to zombies.
Yes.
Yeah, Sable Pin can go next to Wraith. Actually, no, it only goes once a turn. So, but the other one got blown up. So Sable Pin on top, sure. I'll do it. Just keep doing that. Hitting himself, and you can suggest another one on top, something else on top next time. I guess it isn't blown up, but we can blow it up, or we can deal with it. I guess I'll grab out an Isothermic, and I've already dealt 7 cold damage this turn, so I will play that. And I think I can use Thermal Shockwave if I'm careful, because I've dealt 7, so I can hit myself for 0. Which means I can do 1 point of damage to GloomWeaver. And then stop. Oh, I could discard to redirect that fire damage over to that guy. That's not a bad idea. So I could do one more, and then just redirect it over. Yeah, let's rewind so I can do that. That's fun.
And it shows off the new environment.
Yeah. So I'll ping the Sable Pin, and then, because we actually want to reduce the number of Magmarians because they destroy equipment based on how many there are. I'll be like, yeah, I'll discard a card. Absolute Zero can discard that. What? He didn't mean to fire damage. Damn it.
It's alright, save you from hitting it.
Oh, I guess so. That's true.
I mean, it would have been you hit yourself and then heal yourself, but...
Yeah, and it discarded the card for no reason, right? That's what
oh, yeah, I guess that's... Yeah, that's a good point.
Let's go back to use a power.
Alright.
And yeah, and as they said, we're going to lose all our stuff. But not all our stuff. Maybe all our stuff. Some of our stuff. And then, so I actually don't want to do another damage. And I'm going to skip that. And I could hit him with this.
You could.
But he still won't die. I could hit this defender. I think I'm going to hit myself. These Magmarians are causing trouble. Oh, good. Modular realignment. I was looking for that. And I'm going to need it because, well, we prevented the damage, which was good. Are you okay to destroy your Aegis?
2 Magmarians in play. I guess.
I want to keep my null point. I want to keep one of them. So if I keep one, then I can modular realignment into the other one. Hey, Ember Shaman.
The Ember Shaman comes out. Let's pop that open and see what that has to do. 4 HP. Magmaria. This card is immune to fire damage, of course. At the end of the environment turn, each player may discard a magma crystal. Any player that does may use a power node. Another crystal collector comes out. Oh wait, not another. Hang on.
Crystal Collector lets you draw 3 cards for discarding a crystal.
Immune to fire damage. At the end of the environment turn, each player may discard a magma crystal. Any player that does so may draw 3 cards. Interesting. Alright.
So you want to discard for a power or for drawing 3?
Alright, let's see. The Visionary.
Or not.
Yeah.
I'm going to draw cards, I think.
Yeah, the Visionary doesn't want to do this.
So I can discard an equipment card. The Visionary.
Yeah, why not?
Sure.
Cryo Chamber, Null Point, Modular Realignment, and Visionary gets Mental Virgins, Prophetic Vision, and Suggestion. Interesting.
It's true. We need to destroy fiery crystallization or it's going to be a problem. No, actually, yeah, we can discard for Inner Core Tunneler to redirect this damage if we want. We may as well. Because I have cards in hand that I can discard for it. Happily. JFF Duggan says, assuming you have enough Magma Crystals, why can't you discard for multiple Magmaria effects? You can. We never said you can't.
We just chose not to.
We didn't want to.
Yep.
This can go next to Wraith, assuming we can get rid of the other one.
3 HP
Or
is probably doable.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, between Fanatic's turn and the Sentinel's turn. Sure.
I could End of Days.
That actually is not a bad idea.
I know. I'm just now looking like, all right, what do we have? So you've got
We don't have
Hippocratic Oath or Aura Vision, Killigan's Form.
We don't have a way to get rid of fiery crystallization, and there's 4 Magmarians that are going to deal each. The Magmarian at the highest deals each target, say, 4 fire damage and destroys 4 equipment cards. So we're going to lose all our stuff anyways, unless we can kill all the Magmarians. We might be able to. I have Blackout.
Yeah, 6, 7, 6, and 4.
That's 2 to everything. Absolute Zero is going to do 1 to everything. That's 3 to everything. I guess Visionary doesn't have any damage, so...
Leroy Jenkins!
At least I have chicken.
It's End of Days. And we'll do 1 against GloomWeaver. Too much thinking involved. It's the End of Days right now is what it is. Speaking of End of Days, I just watched Independence Day Resurgence.
Hey, maybe we'll go get some chicken after.
I'm pretty hungry, actually.
There's a really good fried chicken place that I went to in Edmonton called Northern Chicken, and there's one near here.
Aha.
So that's some fine fried chicken.
All right, who's drawn a card?
Oh,
Fanatic? No, she's alright. She's fine. Visionary.
and everyone has cards.
Yeah, we're all.
Fanatic
like,
can draw. I'll give Fanatic a card.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because she has the least, and there you
Concentrate
go.
ground.
That's the card we actually wanted.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so everything's going to get blown up, so I'll just play a one-shot to deal some damage, specifically to GloomWeaver base. But we still want to get rid of that Sable pin.
Gonna be gone.
So-
I played End of Days.
No, but I need to get rid of one of them on my turn.
Oh, on your turn, I see. Okay, fair enough.
So I'm going to black out Actually, that's a waste of blackout because everything's going to blow away. Let's go back to play a card. I can just like punch it with coordinated assault or something. Actually, I can horrifying dichotomy. That's even better because Dr. Medico deals one target 3 energy damage, which would get turned by Hippocratic Oath into healing.
Mm-hmm.
Now there's a trick here. Do you know about the trick, Jeremy?
Tell me the trick.
So you don't know? Okay.
I probably do, but I've had a few vodkas.
The amount of damage. So if you look at Hippocratic Oath, let me pull it up.
Yeah.
It says, when Dr. Medico would deal damage, prevent that damage, and instead, one hero target regains that much HP. So he's going to deal 1 or 3 damage, right? So that's 3 hit points. Except, if you have increases, you can get increases. So I can target it to another Sentinel for a Nemesis bonus.
Oh, interesting.
Or anything that has a damage bonus, right? Or whatever.
Yeah.
So, but another Sentinel is the quickest way to get a +1. And so let's choose Hippocratic Oath. And so that's going to be 4 HP. And anyone want it? Fanatic want it? Or you want to stay low?
I mean, I've already used my Wrath for Retribution, but I mean, whatever you want to do is fine with me.
You can have this.
All right.
And then Wraith is going to take out that pin. Perfect. And since everything's blowing up, then I will just use Dr. Medico to heal the Sentinels a little bit. Yeah, and Lou Dolphin points out Hippocratic Oath is great when Dr. Medico is infected by Plague Rat. Just like heal, 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 heal. Or you can actually use Blackout on Dr. Medico, right? And Dr.
Yeah,
Medico,
if you got Hippocratic Oath in play, he's going to deal a bunch of damage, but then it's all going to turn into healing.
Yeah. So there's
That's
all
cool.
kinds of interesting tricks that you wouldn't think of straight away.
Tune in to Dolphins Dive on Thursday at 7 p.m. to hear more.
That's right. All right. Increases damage going back to GloomWeaver. Yeah, Sockfoot 2000 says, I didn't realize you could get Nemesis for targeting another Sentinel. Nemesis applies to any other card that has that same icon.
Yeah, any 2 cards that have the same Nemesis icon, whenever you deal damage between them, it is increased by 1.
Takewalker says, Fanatic has 10 HP, so you didn't need that Aegis of Resurrection.
There you go.
All right, so remember
GloomWeaver
the
is absolutely within striking distance right now, so...
Suggestion, maybe? Make sure he doesn't do anything on his turn. I mean, he's in striking distance, but we're going to lose all our stuff. I would suggest one of those pins.
Yeah.
Maybe Crimson pin.
Yeah,
Crimson
I was
pin's
looking
not
at
bad.
the Crimson. That's fine, Crimson.
Takewalker thanks me for saying Aegis right, or Takewalker right. I'm not sure. Or is it Takawaka?
I always say Takewalker, but maybe... Oh, maybe you say it right. Takewalker. Okay. I always thought it was Takewalker, but I guess I've been saying it wrong. Takewalker.
Takewalker. Takewalker says, my name.
Alright, I already just put one on the top and one on the bottom, so we know it's coming from GloomWeaver. Should I do it again, or should I hit Magmaria with this?
Magmaria!
Alright, let's see what we got here. Oh! 2
Hey, there you
small
go.
crystals.
It's
At the
gonna
end of
be
the
a
environment turn, the players may choose for 1 hero character card to be dealt 3 fire damage. A player whose hero character card takes this damage this way may put this card in their hand. This card cannot be played right. So it's magic crystal. Okay, that's fine.
Lou Toffin says he thought he was being lay ignorant American after you pronounced it in a fancy way. I like it.
I don't know. I saw it and I was thinking sake, like the rice wine.
All right. I don't have my module out that I want.
I
So
feel
maybe-
bad when people try to pronounce the C in my name. My nick is really Jesse, but it's sometimes taken so. All right.
I think it's still worth doing modular realignment here because
Jesse.
I'll get something out of it on this turn, even though it will all blow up. Down to 16. I have dealt 10 cold damage this turn, so Thermal Shockwave is not a safe bet. Actually, it is because we could redirect it over.
Yeah, you can redirect it. Yeah.
But is it worth it to discard? I guess it is.
I mean, you have a lot of cards. I feel like everybody has a lot of cards, right?
I do have a bunch of cards, but I want my cards. So I'm just going to do this. Yeah, there's another realignment. I still haven't seen focused apertures, but we're doing okay. Oh wait, this is happening before end of days because it was played first.
Ah, right.
Who's dealing the damage? It's gonna be, well, that's annoying. Well, we'll hit GloomWeaver first. I guess we did what we could. We can hit Absolute Zero next? Sure. And then I can hit... The thing is that here, the thing that's dealing damage is... and this Fiery Crystallization should say who is the Magmarian with the highest. It is the Inner Core Tunneler. That's interesting. If I redirect and hit the Crystal Collector, or sorry, if I hit the Seismic Defender, then the highest would change to someone else, but I don't think it's going to matter. So I'm just going to hit GloomWeaver with this. And everyone's just going to take a whole pile of fire damage, I think. I think we'll still live. Oh, we can redirect to the Inner Core Tunneler if you want, but I think we'll all survive. I'm saving the Idealist. Buy my things.
Wah, wah.
And now you destroy everything else.
Everything. All right. Are there any weird effects that are going to happen, or should I just choose for me?
Yeah, I don't think there are anything.
Bye-bye, environment.
Poof, poof, poof.
Now comes the Smoldering Crystal.
Absolute Zero would normally be happy to take this, but next turn. GloomWeaver's down to 8. I think we can probably deal with it. Especially if you play Divine Focus. That's the we win card.
Ah, yes.
I mean, we win anyways, but we definitely win that way. I have a Mr. Chumps plushie. Do you have a Mr. Chumps plushie?
I have several. None of them are technically mine. Oh, except he doesn't have the highest.
Oh!
Ah!
That's funny.
I'm
Whatever.
I'm not discarding.
Just hit some. It will still kill him.
Oh, fine. You hit the highest, not gloomy. Thank you, Evil Dice Monkey. He's paying attention when we're not.
We are not paying as much attention as the Dice Monkey, who is evil, by the way.
Yeah, in case you're curious. That's not just a Dice Monkey, it's an evil Dice Monkey.
Here, you can hit it. Hit GloomWeaver on the next turn.
All right, 2 HP.
Brain burn.
Think we're going to do it? All right.
You can't do it on your turn.
Yeah, I actually can't. I'm looking at what I have here.
Only deal damage to yourself.
Mass levitation.
Doesn't matter.
We'll do Sentinels. That way you can see what you can. Maybe you can get something cool.
Sure. This will hit not GloomWeaver, so. Alright, I'm doing it.
Do it.
I'm frosting the drain.
You're binding the frost drain.
That's right. Get back in your cage, GloomWeaver.
Get back in Dr.
Another-
Medico's...
1,000 centuries.
Get back in Dr. Medico's Oblivion Shard, as it were.
That's right.
Alrighty. Good times. Good stream tonight.
Yeah, that was good. We are victorious.
We are victorious.
We've been losing a lot of games lately, so.
Well, we've been playing some interesting stuff. Although this was Ultimate GloomWeaver, and we won, so...
True.
That's good.
And, Kaargra Warfang, you never know what's going to happen, so.
Alright, so a couple things that I want to be sure to mention before we take off tonight. One of them is... Oh, hang on. I'm trying to copy a thing, and I screwed up. Here we go. Copy. Is the Sentinels of Earth Prime Kickstarter. If you're not aware of it, go take a look. That is more Sentinels goodness, and there is a stretch goal to bring this new content to the video game. So check it out. If you want to know more about what we were talking about GloomWeaver, listen to the letters page. I assume it's at letterspage.com, or is it theletterspage.com?
Now it's some weird URL that...
Yeah, it's like libsyn.letterspage.edu
No, it's some...
slash.
Yeah. You should got to teach these guys about domain names.
Yeah, pop open Sentinels of the Multiverse, the video game, and cycle through the in-game news items, and you'll find the letters page. And that'll help you learn about GloomWeaver. And is there any other links that we're going to send people?
The Earth Prime Kickstarter crossed over to the stretch goal during our podcast, during our live stream.
They got to the 60,000?
Yeah.
62,746 is what they're at right now. Awesome.
Cool. Yeah, keep it rolling.
Almost 1,400 backers. Yeah, keep that going. Even $1 if you're not interested in the physical game. Pledging for just $1 because you're interested in getting it to the video game adds another backer, and it makes it
and you get all the news updates and everything.
Exactly.
So you'll hear first if new things come up that are video game related or who knows what.
Exactly. All right, so I think that's going to do it for another episode of Sentinels Live. As I'm sure you all know now, Sentinels of the Multiverse is the only cooperative comic book card game you should be playing other than Sentinels of Earth Prime, which will be coming soon, hopefully. Well, for sure. They've funded, for sure. Now they're just working on stretch goals. Thanks for joining us. We do this every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern. If you like the show, please do like, share, follow, and subscribe. Tell your friends. And also check out our new shows at 7 p.m. Eastern on Thursdays and Saturdays. That is Dolphin's Dive and Tales from the Archive. If the comments that have been coming in are any indication, those shows are killing it. Both Mark and Zach sort of came up with their own concepts of what they want to do in those shows, and I think that they are awesome. Going really deep on strategy on Thursday nights, following through an interesting story-based game on Saturday nights. You should check them out if you haven't already. Sentinels of the Multiverse is currently available for iOS, Android, and Steam, and always in good old analog cardboard and ink. And you can find more information and download the free demo at sentinelsdigital.com. I'm Jeremy.
I'm John. And before we go, is it this week? Is it this week that the Saturday show is delayed or later?
No, it's not until May.
Okay, just checking.
Yes.
Still Saturday.
Still Saturday. So check those shows out. Check our show out. Tell everybody to come watch us. We will see you guys next week. Good night,
Bye.
everybody. I forgot that right now. I'm so much like stop.
Now we find out if we have a hot mic.
We have a hot mic. Hot mic.
Hot mic. Hot mic. It's a hot mic here.
We might have a
hot mic.
Turn that off. Turn that off.